other major blocks, I guess. Let's see. Wood. I do like that willow planks. That looks like a nice wood to build with. I am going to use that. Very nice. I will probably use that for my main floor. Mm-hmm. Redwood stairs, Umbran stairs, pine stairs, magic stairs, fir stairs, maple stairs. I think I might go for maple stairs. So we'll have, yeah. So maple stairs, willow planks. I'll use some stripped birch logs, glass. Of course, I'm going to take and probably swap out my door since I have some new doors that I can use. Oh, yes. Very nice. Okay, so we have a magic door. There's an Umbran door, pine door, maple door, willow door. I like that willow door. That looks nice. Fir door, jacaranda door, whatever that is. Mahogany. I think I'm going to stick with the willow. That looks really nice. There's also a dead door, which, I mean, yeah, I like lively things, so we're going to go with anything beautiful on here. Willow trapdoors. Cute. You know what, we're going to try that magic door. See what it does. Okay. We might use the ladder. It's hard to say. Or we might use scaffolding. Scaffolding is probably going to be my favorite thing to use. Only because I don't really like to use the ladders. You fall off too easily. What new blocks do we have in here? Well, I'm definitely going to need the hoppers because I have a lot of things I'm going to be building with hoppers. And yes, I know it doesn't help with what I'm trying to do. Like it's extra. Probably not going to need the redstone, but I might need torches later on. Possibly levers. I'll need observers. Dropper. Pistons, maybe. I'm not exactly sure about sticky pistons. We'll find out. Again, I'm not really good at the redstone, but I have one or two that I use it for. So we will do that. All right. Redstone chests. Let's see what else. So I'm going to do this. Okay, and then I need to empty out this area. Probably just stick with the birch because they don't have the other new blocks in these colors or in the bookshelves yet, so we'll do that. I'm going to do a campfire one for food. We're going to do the grindstone. I'll show you how this works. We'll make this one. Trying to see if there was any other. Okay, so nothing in there. There was something I was going to use and I forgot what it was. So we got hoppers, we got chests. Ooh, there's a willow vine. That's nice. I was checking out the extra things. Dead branches, Spanish moss. There's huge clover petals. This is going to be really interesting. Dried salt. Wow. Okay. Let's reuse those. And because I'm using those, I'm going to do the block of copper, the regular block of copper, because I find that it makes for a very pretty looking build. I did this in another video, but it didn't actually save. So I'm going to recreate what I do for auto lava. And hopefully you'll see my process on what I do in those. I don't make very big ones, but I also know how to make like the automatic circular one that keeps moving and moving and moving till you push the off button or whatever. But I probably won't make that on here. They're super laggy. And if you have a really big server, which I hope to have this as a bigger world and turn it into a realm maybe, that I don't want my server to, or my world to lag any at all. So I will do my best to try not to build things that are going to lag out my world. Alright, so I'm going to get a sign. Which sign do I want to use? I think I'll use the oak sign. You can see them well, only if you write. I don't know. I'm very picky. I usually only use oak signs or birch signs. The reason why is because the other ones are a little bit harder for me to see. So I don't use them very often. I am going to need this lava bucket. Okay. Now watch, I didn't grab the blocks that I needed to build with. Yes, I did. Okay. Shroom lights. Probably scaffolding because yes, for that. Okay. Alright, so go ahead and build. Wow, that is definitely interesting. Why is it doing that? Probably because I'm not fast enough. This world is also still at 0 days. The reason why is because when I start this world in survival, I want everything to start from scratch. You know, like aside from what I've already built. So you know how I want to have it kind of like it resembles what you would do when you go on to Minecraft and you load up one of those worlds in Marketplace. I want it already built, and um, I don't want to have to go and search for a bunch of stuff immediately. You know, this is just uh, it's just a little easy world that I wanted to start out with, just to help with my streaming stuff. So do that. I'm gonna try to like square this up a little bit, I think. I really didn't want to do that at first, but now that I think about it, it will help with what I'm building. So I'm just going to build a building for different types of farms that I can do, auto farms. And yes, it will make it easier for me in the future, but I'm building them. I am actually not putting materials in them unless I'm showing you what they do. So that means that I have to go mine them myself. Hmm. I always find it interesting when I play a game or I'm in the middle of a live stream. And this might be something difficult that I have to learn for myself, but unless they're sitting right in the middle of my screen where I can read them, they want me to respond by clicking out of what I can see. So I'm not doing that. I like to be right here and ready to answer any questions that you might have. There's a couple different platforms that I do use in order to get questions, but I try my best not to log out of or change what I'm staring at. So, alright, so I'm going to do a little platform here. 1, 2, 1, 2. That way I'm not. Do this. That way I can put my stairs in. Stairs, stairs, stairs. Alright. For those of you that are just tuning in, I am about an hour and a half. Well, actually, I was 2 hours early starting this stream.